Ahoy there, my hearties! Are you prepared to embark on a wild voyage through the whimsical realm of Bikini Bottom? Welcome back to Wonderflaw TV, the ultimate hub for all you cartoon aficionados who have a keen eye for spotting blunders. Get ready to be thoroughly entertained as we present an exceptional compilation of 15 hilarious SpongeBob blooper moments right here on your screens. Before we kick things off, make sure to give that like button a hearty click and subscribe to our channel for a treasure trove of entertaining videos. And now, grab a bucket of popcorn as we dive headfirst into the excitement. First up, we have the highly enjoyable episode Dying for Pie, which unfortunately contains not one, but two mistakes. Let's dive into the first blunder, which occurs towards the end of the episode. To fully grasp it, I recommend watching it in slow motion. Take a look at this clip.
I want to show you my best friend, Squidward.
Hey, Frank.
Next! Knock knock jokes.
Well, thanks, because you were supposed to explode!
You want me to explode?
As you can see, a portion of Squidward's head appears to be missing. It's quite noticeable once you view it in slow motion. Now, the second mistake may not be as significant, but it's still worth mentioning. In the opening scene of the episode, when Squidward arrives at work, something seems off. Ordinarily, the chum bucket is situated across the street from the Krusty Krab, as depicted in this shot. There's even a pathway connecting the two. However, in this particular episode's opening shot, the path and the chum bucket are mysteriously absent.
You doing all kinds of ridiculous things because you were supposed to
You are gonna finish your dessert, and you are gonna like it! Why would I do that?
Because the pie you ate was a bomb!
What? I was saving it in my pocket for us to share.
Next up is the iconic and incredibly nostalgic episode, The Great Fry Cook Games. This episode takes us on a journey into the world of the Fry Cook Games, a highly anticipated event where long-standing rivals Mr. Krabs of the Krusty Krab and Plankton of the Chum Bucket compete against each other. While the rivalry between these two is captivating, the real story unfolds when we discover that SpongeBob will be representing Mr. Krabs, while Plankton has a surprise contestant of his own. Let's take a look at the shocking moment.
On Krabs, for I too have a champion! Other way, imbeciles. So terrible, so mind-bendingly large. Contestant, Patrick Star!
It's quite a shocker, isn't it? This scene is filled with excitement and showcases the intensity of the competition. However, amidst all the action, we can spot our first mistake in this episode. Can you catch it? Let's take a closer look.
My name's not Red!
Yellow.
In the blink of an eye, you may have missed it, but for a single frame, Patrick is missing his mouth. It's a small but noticeable blunder. Interestingly, another similar mistake can be found earlier in the episode, this time involving Plankton.
Phew, he's right. Ready to do or die, Krabs?
Always ready, Plankton. That's what you think. But I got me a champion, SpongeBob!
For I too have a champion!
Once again, for just one frame, our favorite green villain is missing his mouth. That's two mouth mistakes in a single episode. It's quite surprising, isn't it? As the episode progresses, the tension rises between these beloved characters, and things take a wild turn. But amidst the rivalry, it's a bit disheartening to see them fight. Nevertheless, we can't deny the thrilling and entertaining nature of this episode.
You do care. You too, Patrick.
You know, these were white when I bought them.
The beginning of the episode Big Pink Loser contains a significant mistake that is easily overlooked but quite glaring. Let's take a closer look and see if you caught it.
I never got an award before. Look, jellyfish! I got an award! Hey, SpongeBob, guess what? I got an award!
SpongeBob SquarePants?
SpongeBob SquarePants?
In this scene, Patrick is supposed to enter through the door, and we even hear the sound of the door opening. However, upon examining the slow-motion footage, you'll notice that the door never actually opens. Patrick simply appears out of nowhere and knocks over the house of cards. It's quite amusing to hear the door opening sound while the door remains static. It's a funny and obvious blunder that's easy to miss. Now let's move on to another mistake that is equally as noticeable. Take a look at this scene.
Do I get my award yet?
You have to work for it, remember?
Tartar sauce.
Pick up order!
Do I get my...
It's the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick.
In this shot, if you pay close attention, you'll notice that Patrick's mouth disappears for a frame. It's as if the animators forgot to draw his mouth, resulting in a rather peculiar and strange appearance. It's one of those little errors that can momentarily catch you off guard. These mistakes, although significant, add a humorous and quirky touch to the episode.
You're good.
Thanks.
Ah!
Darn! There's no award for that!
Well, I guess it's safe to go in now.
I used to do this way before I started copying you!
Patrick! This trophy's for you!
Yahoo!
It's fascinating to discover these amusing blunders that slip through the cracks of production. Next, let's dive into 3 mistakes centered around the signs in the Krusty Krab. These mistakes are quite intricate, so pay close attention. As I mentioned earlier, there's the Galley Grub menu, which features a variety of food items. And there's also an Order Here sign. However, throughout the episode, these signs have some major errors. Let's see if you can spot them. First, take a look at the Order Here sign. In this shot, you'll notice that the animators made a spelling mistake. Instead of Order Here, it's spelled as Order Here. Yep, that's right, H-E-A-R instead of H-E-R-E. The animators definitely need to work on their spelling skills. But the spelling mishaps don't end there. Let's examine the Galley Grub sign. In this shot, you can clearly see the sign misspelled as Galley Grub, without the second L and the E missing. And guess what? It's misspelled again in another shot, this time as Galley Grub with an A instead of the second L. It seems like the animators had a bit of trouble with consistency. These spelling mistakes may seem minor, but they add a humorous touch to the episode. It's amusing to spot these blunders and see how they slip through the production process. And that brings us to the conclusion, my dear friends. Those were indeed some genuinely entertaining mistakes from the wacky world of SpongeBob SquarePants. It's amazing to see that even our beloved cartoons are not immune to occasional slip-ups and blunders. It goes to show that perfection isn't necessary for us to find joy, and these imperfections actually contribute to the charm and allure of these shows. Make sure to stay tuned for future episodes brimming with more mistakes, and don't forget to show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more delightful content. Until we meet again, fellow SpongeBob enthusiasts.